Hey everyone, welcome to a new game. So this is with Babylon. Babylon patch just came out a few days ago. Definitely a really unique civ. I was excited to give them a shot. Mainly, the big thing is that Eurekas provide all of the science for technologies. So whenever you get a Eureka, you get the tech for that completely. But the flip side of that is that your science is only half what it normally is, and that's the whole entire game. So it really takes some unique approaches. Um, Definitely a very unique civ. So let's review some of the rest of these bonuses, and then we'll get into the strategy. So as I said, your Eurekas give you the full techs. Your science is cut in half. You get a free tier 1 government buildings with the first of each specialty district. So um, when you build your first campus, you get the library. When you build the first commercial hub, you get the market. And then you get an envoy for when you do that with non-specialty districts like any other district. Yeah. So definitely nice to have that boost. They have a unique unit, Sabbam Kibitum. So these are unique ancient era melee unit plus 17 combat against heavy and light cavalry units, and then 3 movement and 3 sight. So I mainly used, I think I only built one of these, and that was to scout. I think they are pretty good scouts because of the sight, especially. So they have the same movement as a typical scout, but they have the sight as well. Now, a promoted scout might be a little more effective, but you can't always get a promotion. So it's nice to have this right off the bat. Otherwise, probably not a huge, not a big, not the best unit. Let's see. They also have a water mill replacement, so +1 housing and +2 production. So that's a little different than a normal water mill provides 1 food provides, I think it's yeah, it only gives you food on farmable resources, and then it gives you 1 production, I believe, and nothing else. So here you get 2 production and then 1 housing, and then you get all freshwater tiles receive +1 food. But your city has to be next to a river. So that I really love this building. This is a really nice building because you basically Plains Hill tiles that start as 1-2 become 2-2 when you build that, and so you can grow even with a Plains Hill. And then when you put a mine on it, of course, the production really adds up. So those are their boosts. My main strategy was to basically unlock this fairly early. So I wanted to farm a resource because you get this with irrigation. Um, and then when you build this, you unlock construction, which gives you lumber mills. And lumber mills give you +2 production right off the bat. So that's one of the things I really wanted to do, get lumber mills. And then when you get a lumber mill, you get a Renaissance era tech. So you get some era points for that. It's really weird. It's such a strange civ. Um, so you can get like early 2-4 tiles. Actually, if you have the Palga, let's say you start with a grassland woods hill tile that starts with 2 food, 2 production. You add this in, and it becomes 3 food, 2 production, and then you add a lumber mill on top of that, and it's 3 food, 4 production. Just a grassland hill with woods, which is fairly common. Um, so super powerful there. I love the yields on the tiles. Um, and then another big thing is to get 3 mines to unlock apprenticeship, and then all your mines have 2 production as well. So that was a focus of mine. I tried to build 3 industrial zones and workshops fairly early to get industrialization, which gives you an additional production on all your mines. It wasn't super early, but it was fairly early. And then my plan was basically just to uh, kind of rush to crossbowmen by getting 3 archers, and then upgrade, get 2 crossbowmen, unlock bombards, and then you have to get niter as well. So building a quarry, and then ancient walls, and then an aqueduct, and then you have niter. So there's a lot of, it's like a very complicated chain of events to line up. So I think it went fairly well here. The big question everybody has is, how do they do in a science game at the end with this 50%? Because at the end of the game, you have no boosts. The future era techs, you can't boost them unless maybe with a spy or a scientist, but those come way too late. So you basically have to just research them completely with half of your science output. So that's what I tried to do, and you'll just have to watch it all. I won't give it away. Just watch it to see what happens. Definitely a unique game. Let's see. So that was kind of the strategy. Getting great libraries is very important because you can get all of the ancient and classical era texts right away. And then even more important, in my opinion, is whenever the AI gets a scientist, you get a free tech. So that is really nice. Basically, scientist-wise, I tried to get as many scientists that give Eurekas as possible. I try to avoid those usually in games, but yeah, tried to get those going. Great library was a priority. We went with Divine Spark for the Pantheon. So yeah, there was some warfare, somewhat early, like early mid game, I guess. So yeah, definitely a unique game. We played on deity, standard speed, continents map. We did a continent. I haven't done continents in a while. It was kind of fun. Standard size. We did heroes and legends. Definitely fun there. You get all kinds of crazy heroes. So I really liked Hercules and Himiko. Those were probably my 2 favorite. Hercules gives you 3 free districts, basically. And then being Babylon, you can get the first building in those districts too, which is really powerful. And if you can find him early, then you can get him with only 1 or 2 turns of production. So it seems a little unbalanced, I guess, but definitely fun. And then Himiko gives you +10 combat strength for all units within 2 tiles, so she's kind of like a super great general. And then she gives you envoys too, to city-states, like 8 envoys, which is quite a bit. And then, she has 8 charges, and you can turn in a charge for an envoy, basically. And then she can levy city-state armies for free. So definitely pretty unique. There's some other good ones, I'm sure, that I didn't really try, but those were, at this point, those are my favorite ones. Played with Secret Societies mode, did the Sanguine Pact, so vampire castles were helpful in the capital. My opinion, I think Void Singers is usually the best way to go. These guys, I don't know, you basically have 2 vampire castles for a little over half the game, and that gives you basically the food is irrelevant because there's so much food that you're just housing blocked. And then the production is really nice, but it's not overwhelming, I don't think, typically. So definitely fun. The vampires themselves are pretty useful for warfare. So that was nice. Let's see, we played New World Age, Wet Map, Disaster Intensity 1. I get annoyed when there's all these floods going off everywhere, so did that. And then here's the map seed if anybody wants to play it. All right, enjoy.